Oh, holy. Did it say? Alright, we are literally just going to be doing qualifying. There we go. Now we should be allowed to do quali. We're using the 296 GT3 from 2023. This was last week's daily race C pick. Now I've done one lap on this circuit before in this car. It was a 220. 29. Obviously, I know there is a lot more time to be found here. I think world record at the moment for this run is a 1:16 something. Come on. Off the racing line here. And just like that, we've joined back on it though. It's going to be a terrible go off the line. Bad. I used way too much. Smoother through there, but we were actually able to carry less speed. Say there is definitely the potential for a wee little penalty there. Oh, and another one here if we're not careful. That's going to be another penalty. Oh, wow. miss one and suddenly all the other ones are damaged, eh? Jeepers, I could take that one full earlier, not anymore. Alright, let's get this back on track. Put these tyres a little bit and then we'll just see what we can do. That should be a much better start off the line. I definitely need to get on the power soon, though. I would expect to lose quite a bit of time now. It was not optimal on my part. Hope to gain time there. Wasn't great. Definitely felt better. I lost the rear there quite a bit, which is not good. Right, we're gonna try and keep full power coming into this left-hand sweeper here. Try and use as much of the track as possible. As steady as possible. Okay, good news is there's definitely more time. I think we can get to 120. Okay, I actually just wanted to save best lap free play. It's by no means a good lap. I just want to compare that to... Actually, believe it or not, I don't want to use intermediate tyres to qualify. Maybe I do, not sure. Start. I quite like this car. It and I have a bit of history together. Yeah, I kind of lifted off a bit there. I think we can go full power there. Okay, there's definitely time we can make up here. I struggle to know whether going wide is good or not there. Okay, there's definitely lots of time that can be made up. Might be getting another penalty for that, I'm not sure. Which is good, it's good to know. Go off there, we just need to lift off a little bit. That's also good to know. Don't do that. Otherwise that's the entire race ruined, right? So we want to really take that like wide like that so we can get as good of an exit. I lost the rear, which will give me a bad run, but try to maximize as much as possible. I'll do anyway. Kind of nailed that. And I either nailed that or was just too far. Great, I'm going to say we nailed it. Oh no. Okay, we kept it, that's the important thing. I don't think that's the car for us. Now, I think the entry period has already closed. Yeah. We will try with our 911 friend. Because the 911 is always an extremely balanced car. Don't feel like Spa. Okay, upshifting on that straight is not the play. I can definitely practice that. And then we won't upshift. I could definitely have done that a lot better. See if that gives me a penalty. What? Whoa, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Up or down? Not gonna tell us. Probably down. Oh, okay, still going there. Not really what I expected from that, but that's okay. Here we go. Come on. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Whoa, okay, follow that braking point, follow it. Follow it to a T. Oh, yo, wait, what? Okay, that's a new record, which is, like, wild. Okay, just straight off the bat, I'm just gonna exit that. So, okay. Lap 1, new best. And a lot more time we can make up. Okay, so coming into it, definitely a lot slower than we were before. That's fine. Braking point is arguably the same. I'm starting out wider with the other one and cutting it. Is giving us more speed. And this is going to be Eau Rouge here. Okay, I can cut more, but I do end up cutting. I clearly don't have as much straight line speed. But my cornering is where I'm seemingly off a lot earlier. Yep, okay, lifting there. A little bit of a lift there. Braking point's the same. Off same time. And then railing for longer. I think I'm heavier on the throttle sooner. That's pretty much the exact same, almost the exact same line as well. I go out wider. Okay, and that's helped me gain some time, I think. Still gaining, still gaining. I pushed my braking zone further there. Push my braking zone again there. But I'm braking for a lot longer. Oh, right, I made the mistake there. I can gain so much more time here. I lose about like 3/10. So yeah, I can probably make it into the 119s. Like, realistically, 119 is a possibility. Probably not this lap, but we'll get it figured out. We do have plenty of time. Yeah, I think we're going to try and stay closer on that one there. Might want to utilize the whole track there as well. Like, we're turning very sharply to get across. I want to stay 5th. Cross more. That's diving it in a lot deeper. We might want to go down a second there just to promote a little bit of turn in. Lift off slightly there, and we'll lift off there again. It's good practice just for when we get in the race. If we make a mistake like that, we know how to lift off. Don't slam on the brakes there, I think, because then we'll just instantly lose traction. Start to loss of speed. Here we lift off until we get to the braking zone. We don't really care about that lap time, so we're just, oh my god, we're just going to retry. Coming from that, there's no point. That was a very poor exit, so we're going to have a better shot at taking it from the top. Take a slightly different than usual line. Well, that probably should be our usual line, because that lets us, like, if we go out wider like that, that really lets us utilize everything we have there. Get on the throttle as soon as possible. It was terrible, so I think we need to push that further. We need to get further out so that we're not turning in as slowly, because it was a very slow turn in, and that's gonna hurt us there. And try and use most of the track. Stay in 5th here. Doesn't really matter if we're bouncing off the rev limiter. Don't even get to see that, so we don't have to worry too much about bouncing. Stay at our usual pace. We go in a second. Yeah, so we really get that turn in to be a bit sharper. I really dislike that turn. Certainly not a new PB, but it's nice that we're consistently hitting 220 now. Start that turn in a bit later. Okay, yeah, start the turn in later, get on the power sooner. Definitely helped our cause here. We're gonna get a corner penalty, so we'll slow down real quick. Damn it. Oh, okay, there's no way slowing down. Sorry, it's just a waste of a lap. I'm just gonna retry that straight off. Straight off the bat. Exit, we might just do the race. Huh. That cutoff came sooner than I thought. Yeah, no. We still have time. Okay, wow, P8. Quite where we want to be, but we're in a lobby with C's and B's. I mean, look, what this race is probably going to come down to safe. Not doing anything stupid. So, I mean, yeah, let's look what we can do. 16 degrees out, so that's pretty cold. We'll just have to be wary of our tyres on this opening lap. I'm exactly halfway. Gonna turn that all the way up. So we save our tyres here. Now, I'm not sure if we are part of the group that gets stitched up. Look, they should have chosen the 24-hour layout. Because if you're around P10 here, you start on the chicane and you lose about a second to the car behind. So I don't think we are not. Okay, good. We're starting going straight. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. Already got someone coming up our inside. Well, they've kind of pushed us out of the way there. Not quite what we wanted, but that's okay. We'll stick behind. We'll take the slipstream. Have to be careful there. They're kind of all over the place right now. Stuck in with the slipstream. Maybe make them think we're going for a move. Okay, they kind of left that open for us, so we're going to go for the move. we've really closed the door on them there. We forced them to have to slow down with us. That's definitely let us have the advantage there. We make him forced to give way. These guys are all slowing one another up. We are going to inherit P7 here. P6 dove it really wide into there, and I dove it really deep through there. So we kind of evened it out. If anything, he probably has the advantage, but he's gone very deep there. But we should hopefully have a straight line speed advantage coming off of that. Okay, hell yeah, right? Damn it, I forgot I didn't want to upshift. GR is really having trouble hitting his marks here. You can see his rear end is like trying to step out on him as well. He's having pretty consistent issues. And he's going to be a lot slower through here. Have to be aware of that. Yeah, no, that was really good defending from him. He kept his line. Oh. Here we go. We should have the run to him here. Might just have a little bump draft. Yeah, he's kind of opened up this line for us. He's going to get a 0.5 second penalty for that. If not, I'm not really going to complain. Yeah, he kind of lost the back end. You could see he... Look, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and assume he was just trying to close us out, which is a totally fine thing to do. If he was trying to bump us off the road, maybe not as fine, but still, it is what it is. We stayed where we were meant to be, and we lived to fight. Again, we're really going to have that straight line speed advantage coming off of there, so I feel like this is where we have to make our move. I'm going to dive over. Yeah, that's really good from him. He's able to keep that there. He has compromised all of his exit speeds though, so it's going to give us another run here. There you go, we're able to maintain the position if we don't get too far out. Oh, he's kind of forced himself through there. probably going to try and take the inside line. Which we need to respect. He doesn't really respect us, and that sent him off. I have tried to give him as much room as possible there. He's tried... I think he's probably tried to keep that pinned and race that like he normally would, with no one behind. And when you're going through there and you're on the inside, you're probably gonna have to let up. You're gonna have to take off that throttle. There you go, I'm pretty happy with how we took that turn there. Like, because we were able to get on the throttle pretty well. And I think we got close to the wall, which is good. Oh my god, I keep upshifting! 1, 2, 3. Around, lift off, get nice and close to that. There you go. That's going to get us a great run through here. I compromised that a little bit. But right now, I'm saying that is a-okay. Because, look, we're keeping the car in good shape. I don't think we've had damage once. D. Anderson is staying behind. And if he can catch up and take the place, all the more to him. Like, if he can do that, that's super impressive. I feel like we can definitely push that, but we will attempt that in our hot lap practice, not in the race. Yeah, look, the D. Anderson is maybe getting a second a lap on us, and we're losing time to the car in front. So what that's gonna mean is, look, we're not winning this thing. I don't think we're getting P4. So, let's just keep the car in fighting shape. And keep our friend behind. Yeah, D. Anderson's taking quite a bit of time out of us. So we're doing silly things like that. Look, I'd rather lose time because I've lifted off, so I'm not having as good a run down the straight. Then get a penalty. Because I think we've probably lost 3/10 as opposed to the penalty, which, speeding up included, if it was a 0.5 second penalty, would probably cost us about 1.5 to 2 seconds. It's definitely harsh. Look, D. Anderson behind, definitely within range. He's nipping at my heels for sure. But if I can keep this steady, he's not really going to be able to get onto the back of us. In fact, we're gaining time. we were. Not sure if we can say that anymore. Alright, we're definitely going to lose time to him down here. If he nails that, which it kind of looks like he did. I had to lift off to avoid bumping on the drains. We're going to lift off there as well, just so that we don't go careening off the side. And as long as we keep that stable and don't drop it on the end there, yeah, go team. Great job, that is up 3 positions. Beating quite a few B-rated drivers out there, which is good. That's what we love to see. Yeah. Awesome. Look, thank you for watching. That's probably going to be the end of this here. But let me know what you thought. My thoughts? Look, I'm happy. That was really good. It was clean racing. Positions raised. 3. Hell yeah. Get some cash money, which is what we love to see. Get that driver rating up, baby. And this is different. Hold on. Gran Turismo system is top 8. Why has 8 gone down and 9 gone up? That is interesting. Oh well, we love to see it. Save that replay. Who knows? Maybe we'll make a video on it. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you again soon. I'm probably streaming tomorrow in about 14 hours. Catch you around.